And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Obviously, as I said, my dock, I believe, has broke. So, well, due to Apple being Apple, I probably am not going to be able to get another dock, which means my microphone right now is pretty much done. It's not good, But we move. As I've said, I was gonna react to my first video. I can't do that now. Mainly because of the fact that my YouTube intro was, well, it's just mainly the fact that I just really am not, makes me mad because I can't do anything on it, and that just OBS has not been working, and so I'm going to, I've got all this stuff going, ladies and gentlemen, and we picked up another subscriber, thank you. On my main channel, I think getting to 360 subscribers would be awesome on my main channel. I'd probably make a video for that. I'd much rather make a video for that than for 100 subscribers. But moving on, as I said, let's move to our first topic of On the Day, ladies and gentlemen. Our first topic on the day is none other than, well, the FCF. The FCF we're going to talk about, and I mean, it's going to be interesting. The FCF has done stuff that a lot of people said they couldn't. They racked in tons of views, and they really did something. And I mean, they're really doing something. I'm gonna go over their games. I'm gonna cover their full 3-game season. And so, you know, the FCF. So the FCF, basically, they started, and all QBs looked absolutely awesome out there. You know, I didn't preview the topics today, but we've got the FCF. And the FCF is, well, the FCF is going to be something that we're working on. And, well, the FCF, FCF.io, we've got a crazy thing. Week 2 draft day is tonight. All the players get to be on different teams unless they're franchise tagged every year or every week. The Zappers face the Wild, are coming up to play against the Glacier Boys, while the Beast will play the Wild Aces. It is going to be 2 1-0 teams versus each other and 2 0-1 teams versus each other. The Wild Aces beat the Glacier Boys 30-22. And the Zappers lost the Beast 48-44. My player of the week was Quentin Flowers. He plays for the Beast. He's, you know, remember the guy that had like the epic 40-yard rush time for QBs, the UCF out of USF, South Florida. I don't know if he's actually franchise tagged for the Beast. The Beast team owners are Marshawn Lynch, Muro, and Renee Montgomery. You've got the players. Some of the players come down to like T.J. Edwards and Quentin Flowers are their QBs, and they've got some really interesting things. They were 1-0. They had 269 yards in their game. They allowed 223. The Beasts really did some things on the Zappers. The Zappers had Johnny Manziel, who put up a good performance, and showed his Johnny football swag. But that was mainly the reason that a lot of people tuned in. The ratings they got were sky high. I know that from like Twitch and stuff. They did some real things on Twitch. We're gonna try. We're gonna look at the FCF. I follow them on Twitch. They've got some really crazy things. And the FCF has done absolutely awesome, and they've got 54.5K followers. I think that they are like, they're keeping it going. And I mean, just looking at them here, they're live, or no, they're not live, but they're offline. No, so they had some really great views off of their videos here. And I mean, they went live I think that they did, it was obviously a 50 play field, but it went into some really crazy nights. And, and it was interesting. And, to the FCF, they, really did some things. The game day doubleheader racked in tons of views, 638,000. And, I mean, they've got some crazy views off of this. And, I mean, congrats to the FCF. Obviously, this is going to be a short podcast today. Not much to talk about. But, the FCF, keeping it going. I'm looking forward to this weekend. Our second topic on the day, starting at, as I said, our second topic of the day, starting at, well, it was a great thing. It was a great game. It was a great race, and it's America's race, Daytona, the Daytona 500, another Daytona segment. I've done already 2 Daytona videos on my channel, racked up an article out of it. It's been very generous to me. I love NASCAR. I think NASCAR is great. But looking into the Daytona 500, it was weird. It was weird. Obviously, it came down to tons of interesting things. And, it came down to really a bad crash. I had my prediction. I'll leave that on the end of the video, my review and my prediction for my on my main channel. And Michael McDowell won, obviously, but there was a massive crash at the end, coming close to the end. It did some crazy damage, and just looking at the timeline, you can see here, they had a lot of weird games, weird races. They had the 5-hour red flag, 5 hours and 40 minutes, and that was a red flag on lap 16. On lap 15, Eric Amarola was turned, and it sent into a 14-car pileup that I believe was that only like 2 drivers got out unscathed. Well, still scathed, but had some weird things. But there was a massive pileup on lap 200, the last lap. They had to review this to make sure McDowell had actually won. And it happened, and I want to break it down. So basically, Logano was in the lead, and if he had kept in the lead, I would have won my prediction. Logano was in the lead. In the second place was his teammate Keselowski, and in third place was Michael McDowell. So McDowell was getting up on a draft from Keselowski, while Keselowski was drafting off he was drafting off of, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. He was drafting off of, he was drafting off of Logano, and so Keselowski was drafting off of Logano, and then Keselowski was going low into turn number 3 to pass Logano and win the race, and Michael McDowell was drafting alongside. Now, McDowell didn't follow immediately. He wanted to make, I think, a move where he could push Logano and then try and get on the outside of Logano and win the race. But no, what he did is he turned to make the move with Keselowski to push him for the win, and Keselowski, he ended up turning a little bit too early, and Keselowski was sent into Logano, and it sent it out into a massive pileup that included Keselowski, Larson, Logano, Busch, Bubba Wallace, Austin Cindric, Preece, Chastain. Just some really interesting finishing there. Preece had the highest finish of those involved. He finished 6th. Chastain finished 7th. Jamie and McMurray, there were some crazy things because, I think only about like 20 something cars finished without. So Byron, he finished 26th, but at the same time he was running while Bubba Wallace had the accident and he finished 17th. Now some of the guys, compiled in that pile actually went on to finish, but it actually hurt them to finish. And so you had Michael McDowell, Chase Elliott, and Austin Dillon, the podium there. It was interesting because Michael McDowell got his first win of his career, and that was a massive thing for him. And congrats to Michael McDowell. I am going to we're looking at it. I tried for an interview with him, but he's been swamped in interviews. So congrats, Michael. I always look forward to watching you drive the Love's car. But ladies and gentlemen, let's move on in the fashion that we've moved on to most things, a 5-minute category, and then let's move on to our next one, ladies and gentlemen. None other than the NBA. The NBA has had some crazy things, and, Andre Drummond is basically the topic of what I'm going to speak about today. Andre Drummond, they announced that he is trading, that he's going to be traded, and I was thinking of some possible landing spots. And we're going to have another category after this. This is the second to last category. The next category is going to be last one, but this is nuts. So we are going to go into this, Cleveland Cavaliers, 10-19, not at the bottom of their division, and they want to trade him. Andre Drummond is an awesome center. He is undoubtedly a great center, and he could definitely do some damage at another team. Some possible landing spots would be possibly a place that has lost a big name. They've lost and gained a big name. They've lost 2 actual big names and gained, 2 big names. Their roster is piled with awesome dudes. They've got their starting center is out, and their third center, PJ Tucker, is day-to-day. Jae'Sean Tate, their 4th string center and 4th string point guard, is he may not be able to live up to the thing. So they have DeMarcus Cousins and just Jae'Sean Tate. Guess who could be a guy to trade Wood or Cousins for? And that is, yes, ladies and gentlemen, Andre Drummond. He could definitely do some damage for the Rockets. He could, run some outsides. PJ Tucker would be someone to go for him. Or, Victor Oladipo, John Wall, Jae'Sean Tate, PJ Tucker, and Andre Drummond. Are you kidding me? That's an awesome starting lineup right there. That's some top tier 5 because you've got former all-star, you've got all NBA guys on your squad. You've got John Wall, Oladipo. I believe Tucker may have been all NBA once, and you have he was an all-star once, but But then you have Andre Drummond. And you've got some crazy, crazy games there. Another team that could actually use someone, kind of anchor the team, as like maybe a sixth man or something, or just really help the team, would be none other than the San Antonio Spurs. They're 16-11, first in the Southwest Division. They've really spun their year, and they've got some great, great, great guys. Now, if they were to bring in Andre Drummond, he could definitely help with the backups. He could help with Patty Mills, Lonnie Walker, Vassell, Gay. He could also help anchor Jacob Poltool or Drew Eubanks. I definitely think that this is going to be interesting, especially with LaMarcus Aldridge out. You could be someone. It could be someone you bring in and then spin around and trade at like the deadline. And, another team that I was thinking of that, is kind of a contender that could need a center. They're kind of a contender, could need a center. Well, ladies and gentlemen, one of the guys that the people could need someone. They could need someone. They're playing the Thunder tonight, ladies and gentlemen. The Memphis Grizzlies. Now think about it. Think about it. Think it through. Don't immediately say, Hugo, you're stupid. That's a stupid idea. No, it's not a stupid idea. Especially if they put him in as a sixth man. He could be behind Jonas Valanciunas, and he could really help out that offense. Especially if he's put in like where Brandon Clark is right now, or move Brandon Clark down to where Kyle Anderson is and bring him in, and it would be a great, great team. Also, you'd probably have to make some roster moves. I think Cleveland would probably want Valanciunas. They also may want like Brandon Clark. So maybe not, but it would be something. It is something. Another team that may need it is the team that the Grizz are playing tonight, which is the Oklahoma City Thunder. They may need to trade away. I mean, let me see what Al Horford's putting up this year. He's putting up 14 points per game, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. He's doing well, but he may be someone to like trade or look at Darius Bazley. He's got 12 points per game, 7 rebounds, 1 assist. They may want to trade him away, or they may want to trade Mike Muscala. Or someone, they may want to trade them away. I mean, you've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. They're never going to want to trade him away. But you've got some guys that you could trade away, and they could actually bring in him as a man that will be a great player. And I mean, one of them, I don't think that it would be one to do, but they could actually trade away, come to think of it, the former King, Justin Jackson. He worked really well off the Kings bench, and he could definitely help out this Cleveland team that is looking to contend this year. And so, I mean, you've got a guy that you could definitely trade to grab someone better. And, I mean, it could happen. It could happen. This Oklahoma City Thunder team has turned into, like, a weird thing. Another team that may need use of a top-tier center. And don't worry, I'm not going to choose some, like, lame team that doesn't need a top-tier center. I was thinking, just follow me on this one, follow me. We have a team that is looking to contend here. A team that is looking to make the playoffs and, beat out some certain people on their, starting. Beat out some certain guys that are not necessarily great. they're looking to contend, and they're looking to move into contention, and most likely destroy contention. And that is, ladies and gentlemen, none other than the Sacramento Kings. Now follow me on this. I understand they have Hassan Whiteside and Rashawn Holmes, who is day-to-day. If they were to trade away Whiteside or Holmes to get Andre Drummond, you're getting a top-tier center for a guy that, Rashawn Holmes, he puts up 12 points per game. Let's see what Andre Drummond does. He's absolutely insane. Andre Drummond is great, and he could definitely work out for the Kings. Andre Drummond puts up 17 points per game, 13 rebounds, 2 assists. He deserves to be on a great team, Andre Drummond. I mean, look at what the Cleveland Cavs have done in the past 5 games. They've lost them all. The Cavs need someone, and Rashawn Holmes could be that guy, while Andre Drummond could be the man to be brought in. He's 27. He's 27. He's young. He's going to work for the Kings. The Kings could really bring him in and either trade Hassan Whiteside or Rashawn Holmes. I definitely think that could happen. I think that that's a great trade. I think that that's a trade that will definitely help the team. I think that that's a trade that will never really backfire for the Kings. I think the Kings would be able to take over the Suns there with that. It's just the West, the Western Conference, Pacific region has taken a massive. It's become a massive place where maybe all 5 could be in the playoffs. Another place that could use it would be the Washington Wizards. They could push Mortiz Wagner to his backup position and trade like Alex Len and Robin Lopez, and then grab him. And I think that Mortiz Wagner and Andre Drummond would really help anchor Russell Westbrook and Bradley Beal. But there's the news that Bradley Beal may not actually be on the Washington Wizards come the deadline. I heard that he may be kind of like an Emmanuel Sanders type stuff, where the Warriors trade for him and then eventually just let him leave. And I think that it's going to be interesting. And there's some trades. And ladies and gentlemen, our final topic. Sorry, I kind of went crazy with that one. Our final topic here is, I spoke about that for about 12 minutes. Our final talk is the Australian Open. Obviously this is our secret, and by topic I meant, by secret I meant secret topic. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, if you felt the cut there. I had a problem with my recording, and it kind of cut out. So we're going to move with the recording and talk about it. And I kind of wanted to talk about, the U.S. and the AO, as I said, and it was nuts. And so we've got, we're going to look over the men's singles, give my predictions on that. You've got the semifinals men's singles. You've got Aslan Karatsev. I'm very bad with names, so I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. Karatsev. He's definitely on a run. This dude could be an Olympic gold medalist come this summer. And, I mean, you've got Novak Djokovic. He's definitely looking good. He's on top of the world. And then you've got you've got that at 3:30 a.m. Eastern. But then you've got the semifinals today at 4 p.m. Pacific time. You've got Daniil Medvedev that is facing off against Stefanos Tsitsipas. I think that in my predictions, I mean, you've looked at look at what Karasev has had to go through. He's beaten some great tennis players, and I mean you've got to give him it. He beat the 25th ranked in the world. Sorry about that. Weird. I don't know why I did that. In the third round, he beat the Australian Diego Schwartzman, who was eighth in the world. He beat him in 3 sets, which is absolutely awesome. It's shutout there. And then, I mean, you've got what he's done. I mean, what he's done is absolutely insane. And I mean, he's got a great career ahead of him. And I mean, good luck to him. I mean, he's in the men's singles semifinals. He could also be one of the things that I always want to mention is while we're looking at people that could win the French Open and Wimbledon, you're also looking at Olympic guys, and you're looking at the U.S. Open. Because this style, the concrete sorry about this. Concrete type of tennis court, you've got this team. You've got these guys, and they probably will go far in the U.S. Open if they perform like they've performed here. Novak Djokovic, I think, is going to beat Aslan Karatsev, but a lot of people say, okay, this is not going to happen. Karatsev is the Cinderella story. He's going to win. I don't think so. I think like Loyola Chicago, there's always an end to a great run, and I mean, Karatsev has had a great run, and who knows, as I've said, great runs just set up greater runs, and so who knows? Maybe Djokovic gets knocked out early in the U.S. Open, and Aslan takes it all the way and wins the U.S. Open. I don't think he's going to win the AO, but in my Daniel Mendevev, and you've got Stefanos Tsitsipas. I'm very sorry if I'm butchering your name. I think that Tsitsipas is going to win. I think he's going to come in with the upset. And I mean, you also saw Mendevev. I think he was in the final for the U.S. Open. So it's going to be interesting. But I think that Stefanos is going to take it. If that does happen, I think Novak will win the whole thing, but Tsitsipas will definitely come in second, I think. Going into women's singles, the U.S. is really representing here. If Jennifer Brady can knock off Karolina Muchova to win into the finals, I definitely think that that'd be awesome, and that would definitely show some great things. Serena Williams, she is facing off against her old nemesis Naomi Osaka. Osaka does really well on concrete courts, so does Serena. I think Serena's going to win this, though. I think Serena has a fight to pick. She's really shown that she can come back, that she is doing what Tiger Woods did when he won the Masters. She is saying, I can win. I can open a new chapter and win 10 more majors, and I can just win, and I have I'm gonna win, and I'm gonna win, and I have a kid that looks up to me. My life has gotten even better since I had the kid. I'm gonna win, because when Serena had the kid, everybody was like, oh my god, she's not gonna come back the same way. But she's gonna show everybody, she's gonna show the media that she can come back, and that she's got it. She's got it. And I mean, Naomi, just looking at Naomi, she's had a pretty easy kind of trek through this. She hasn't faced, before I get it wrong, no, it doesn't seem so. She hasn't faced a top 10 ranked person in the world. The highest person she's met was ranked 14th in the world, but she hasn't really beaten anybody that big. While the two people in the other semifinal have done absolutely insane. They've beaten like top 10 players, top 10 people, and I mean, in the first round, let me see who Naomi beat in the first round. Venus won the first round. That's right, against Flipkins. She should. I wonder when she went out. Yeah, Naomi. She hasn't faced. When did Serena? When did Venus lose? Oh, Sophia Kenin. She had a second round leave. God, I thought she was gonna go far in this one, but then again, I think she's pretty good in France. Let me see. When did Venus lost to Arani in the second round? Okay. Now, well, to the time present at hand, Muchova and Brady have had a hard time. If Jennifer Brady wins, it means that within the state of, well, within 3 weeks, 2 people named Brady have won major championships. If she wins this, the semifinal, and then she moves on and wins the final, it will mean 2 people named Brady have done it. She beat Jessica Pegula. She was, Jennifer Brady beat Pegula. Pegula was really moving throughout it, but Brady beat her. Brady knocked off, I believe, the number 1 person in the world, I think. Yeah. Or no, Shelby Rogers. No, she lost. Sorry. Who did it? It was Muchova. Muchova knocked out the number 1 person in the world. Congrats to Muchova. That is something. She has had a great thing. She has had a great tournament. I think that all these women deserve to be where they are. They're awesome, awesome tennis players. And I mean, I don't think that I could last a full woman's strength of a match at the Australian Open. I think I'd easily be tuckered out in 2 rounds. After 2 rounds, I'd probably lose in 2 rounds, come to think of it. I'm not that great at tennis, but, everybody has their strong suit. Serena Williams, she beat Simona Halep. As I said, she's had kind of a hard way into the semifinals, while Naomi Osaka has kind of been given kind of an easy run. But then again, everything happens for a reason. And Naomi Osaka, she's facing Serena Williams here. This is going to be interesting. Serena, awesome player. I think Serena's going to win. I definitely think Serena's going to win. I think Brady's going to win, and I think that it's going to be Brady versus Serena in the final. And I have to nudge it. I'm going to go for Serena. I'm going to go for Serena Williams. I've always looked up to her, and I think that she's awesome. And I think that she deserves to win. I believe it would be her 30th major tournament win, I think. 40th final, maybe? I can't remember. I saw something on ESPN that said that. Serena has done absolutely awesome. In 2021, she's already won a singles title. She's 17-5 in her singles. In career, she's won 73 singles titles, 23 doubles titles. She's 843 and 147. God dang it, that's a hell of a career right there. I mean, that's a heck of a career right there. I mean, that's pretty great. And I mean, congrats to Serena Williams. I mean, she's done. Let me see if I can find her absolute number of majors won. Let me see. Serena number of majors won. Serena number of majors. I think she won a couple Grand Slams. Majors won by Serena Williams. Yeah, she's won 23 Grand Slams. God. That is, yeah, see, that's something. She's got more than Nadal. She's got more than Barty. She's got more than her sister, who has 7. I mean, she and her sister are absolutely amazing tennis players. They've done absolutely everything. And I mean, them in doubles, I think they've won 3 times as doubles. They're pretty good. They're both, well, actually, I'd say that they're both really good. And I mean, you know that there's a lot of things that come into play. But Serena, I think Serena and Venus are the GOATs at tennis. I think Serena's definitely the GOAT, but along with her sister, she just gets that much better. And I mean, they've got an absolute chemistry. And speaking of doubles, I wanted to talk about the doubles that are coming up. we've got some crazy tennis doubles here. Well, we're gonna. I just don't think that Rafael Nadal's not that happy. But let's move here to the doubles. Moving on to the scores here. Let me move from scores to. Can I go to men's doubles? I don't want the actual thing. I just want the. Okay, so today at 11:30 p.m. Eastern, which means 8:30 here, ladies and gentlemen, at the Margaret Court Arena, the semifinals. We have Ivan Dodig and Philip Pulisic facing off against Nikola Mektic and Mate Pavic. So no matter the ending of this fight, Croatia's going to have a guy in. 3 out of the 4 players in this match are Croatian, and I just mean that these guys are awesome. I mean, to have that type of teamwork in tennis, being in singles is really hard, but to communicate in doubles, you must be really good. You have to be really good with talking to each other and everything. And so, on Friday, the men's doubles semifinals are Jamie Murray and Bruno Soares versus Rajiv Ram and Joe Salisbury. I mean, good luck to Ram and Salisbury. I'm rooting for them, the American Rajiv Ram. And I mean, good luck to them. I believe that on the 21st, or the 20th, Saturday, the 20th, they will be facing off against each other. The 2 winners of those will be facing off against each other or the 4 winners actually, and they will be facing off against each other. And women's doubles, they already have the finals set for Saturday. Barbara Krejcikova and Katerina Sinakova will will face Elise Mertens and Arina Sabalenka. I think she lost to Serena. But I'm going to go for Sabalenka and Mertens to win. I think that they're going to win. Obviously, I'll be reviewing all this stuff. I think that in the men's doubles matches, I don't know much about men's doubles, so, we're going to continue. Now, women's singles, the finals weirdly are going to be 2021 Phillip Island Trophy results and the 2021 Australian Open results. So I don't think it's actually 2 matches. But I think that Serena's going to win women's. Men's, I think that Djokovic is going to take it. But that was the podcast. It was over 35 minutes. I'm very sorry about that. But let's have a great day, ladies and gentlemen. Have a fine Ash Wednesday. Have a great day. And, if I do get comments, comment what you're giving up for Lent. Have a great day. I'm Hugo Traverso. Adios.